Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to another Reverse 1999 episode. In today's episode, we will be wrapping up Chapter 9, Folie de Raison, or however you pronounce it. But yeah, no, last time we learned the truth behind Kamala Prison, right? It was basically an experiment created by, I believe to be Dr. Merlin, who is also Aleph, and also the Idealist. I've been informed that he is actually a human, which is very impressive. And I still have no idea how he's managed to like do his fake death thing with the idealist. Maybe that's just the power of the Die of Babylon. I don't know. And of course, it was also revealed that the all the events that are transpiring here at Kamala are all things that was written inside of Recoletta's novel. Um, was it The Rise and Fall of Sanity? The name of the novel. But yeah, at the end of the last episode, um, Mr. Merlin himself started crashing out, and Aleph was also like um, saying how how his plan has like fallen apart, and it was like never the perfect plan that Merlin thought it was. And I believe at the end we got a good glimpse at Aleph himself, which and he looked pretty scary to be honest. But yeah, let's take a look again.
Where did the physician go? Wait. Sir? Are you?
Yeah, so here's Aleph. He revealed himself towards the end of the previous part, and yeah, I guess I guess Team Timekeeper doesn't really know that he has the ID, so they're a bit confused as to who this is. No one notices when the unfamiliar prisoner appears. Now I wonder how he managed to like summon all these prison clothes on him though. Like he switches outfits pretty often, like when he switches altars as well. So that's pretty interesting. He seems calm and almost ordinary, like an unchanging mirror that has stood here all along, in this room, in this labyrinth, past, unseen by everyone. Alright. You alright there, Recoleta? The answer she now sees plainly makes her step back in a panic. But in the end, she says the name out loud. Its sound is heavy, cold, and leaves her at a loss.
Aleph. It's you. My pen pal. You are, in fact, in Komala. All those
Indeed.
letters, all the ideas we shared, they weren't just my imagination or some prank. Vertin, Soneto, it's all just as I told you.
Yep, that's great, Recoleta. That's just
They weren't
fantastic.
meaningless. They're all real.
And so are the crimes in this that have been going on in this prison. Yet why does she feel no joy?
So, sir, are you Aleph, the ruler of this prison?
A ruler of this prison.
Are you the one controlling Panopticon with the die? The one hiding Miss Doris's whereabouts?
Ah yes, we also learned that like Miss Doris was actually in the prison like more than 3 days ago, I believe, because she was present for another congress.
What curious inquiries. Quite different from the last 2,666 questions I've received.
Buddy, I feel like you really shouldn't be you shouldn't be remembering the past 2,666 questions, to be honest.
My guests, you may call me Aleph, or by any other name, be it a symbol of God's oneness or a farcical epithet.
Aleph, where are your eyes or your mouth? I can't see either of those things. How are you speaking, buddy?
I am merely one of the many prisoners who voluntarily reside here. A single letter in the alphabet of the Panopticon.
A letter? The way you speak is quite different from Dr. Merlin.
Indeed.
Still, I wonder what your relationship is with him.
Under the dim lighting, the man looks drained of all energy.
But allow me to make a guess. You're Dr. Merlin, aren't you?
I'm afraid that's not entirely accurate, but you may think of it that way. Merlin is a figment born of my mind, an incomplete reenactment. He is me, yes, but not entirely. He, or rather they, failed to find their answers. They fought against their predestined fates, only to be inevitably crushed under their weight. I simply stood by and watched it all unfold.
Damn.
That was the extent of our relationship.
They?
You've already met Merlin and the Idealist, even witnessed their demise.
Well, are they dead forever? Surely not. I don't know.
Shackled by the delusions of verses, the Idealist lost his own name. Merlin, too, imprisoned himself within the system of the Panopticon. I'm sure their desperate pursuits caused you some trouble. Please forgive them. After all, your fleeting encounters led to the demise of them both.
I think I understand now. The Idealist and the Physician are both parts of you. Or, to put it another way, they're your alter egos.
It seems the jailer's diagnosis that the whole prison is mad has been shown to be more accurate than anyone could have imagined.
The Physician mentioned Manus Vindictae. What's the relationship between this prison and the Manus?
Visitors from the Foundation. We all witnessed those eras perish. In 1977, not long before the fourth storm,
Okay.
I arrived in Ushuaia. Shortly after, some members of the National Foucault Studies Association reached out to me.
Alright.
But it wasn't just them. An arcanist organization called Manus Vindictae also approached me. Each of them wanted answers. They named me their advisor.
Okay.
You acted as an advisor to the Manus?
The two parties presented me with a concept and a parable, respectively.
Oh.
A concept and a parable?
The Foucault Association sought to explore the feasibility of the Panopticon concept here,
I see.
while Manus Vindictae showed me a parable of the past and future. Day and night, I wandered through endless texts, endless realities, as I searched for answers. And thus, Merlin was born. He was both an experiment and a price I paid. A new concept, a new direction. Pursuing such things always leaves me confined by the limitations of human knowledge. Merlin spent his entire life exploring Foucault's theories in pursuit of that singular yet infinite answer.
What about the Manus, Mr. Aleph? You didn't explain why you helped them.
Explain why? Because they asked me to, just as you have.
Damn.
I simply worked to answer their questions.
So you're saying that, to you, we are no different from Manus Vindictae? And if we ask, you'll answer us, without holding anything back?
Is that not precisely what is happening this very moment?
Damn. Shout out, Aleph. What a goat. He's just answering questions. Let's ask him all the questions. How do we stop the storm, Mr. Aleph? Even though I don't think that's relevant to your research at all. Aleph picks up the fallen die. It flickers with a familiar, comforting glow. Oh yeah, where did this die even come from?
This is what the Manus gave Merlin.
Oh, I see. They
A
gave it to
magical
him.
die named the Tear of Kamala.
Okay, how's it called the Tear of Kamala before it was even introduced to Kamala?
It was once a gemstone that belonged to a god.
Oh, damn.
At the beginning of the century, explorers plucked it from an ancient gate they discovered in Antarctica.
Okay.
To the explorers' amazement, the gemstone could turn human desires into reality.
Oh.
So they cut it into a die, a symbol of fate, and used it to build a sanatorium, which was later transformed into the Panopticon you are standing in right now.
Oh, damn. I see. His words are direct, yet they still leave the outsiders perplexed.
Then, Aleph, you really are the mastermind behind the Panopticon?
Oh, the music's cut off. I guess he must be, right? But then, I am confused then. Because Merlin seems way more invested in this Kamala experiment, but also, why would Merlin be the one to, like, enact Recoletta's novel into reality? The silent girl grips her notebook. Her knuckles turn white from the pressure. The draft of an unpublished novel with words that only she knows, the countless hours spent at her desk, the self-reflections, the meticulous questioning, revisions, and scrutiny of every word. That book holds the life of its writer.
You said Merlin used the Panopticon to seek his answer. What does that have to do with my novel? I don't get it, Aleph. Why would you use my novel to manipulate this place? Roberta, Garcia, Octavia, Pablo, the jailer, everyone. Not one of them deserved to be trapped in a deadly loop in which everyone's fate is already predestined. They're just like the ghosts in Amalfitano, inescapably trapped within the ruins. Tell me, what is it you really want?
Go on, Aleph, tell us. What do you want? What do you stand to gain from the Panopticon? Hearing this, the lonely prisoner fidgets with the die, looking puzzled.
It's not about what I want. It's about what you want.
What?
The third line of your first letter.
Oh.
You said you wanted to give the rise and fall of sanity an ending.
Oh, so maybe Aleph is like simulating the scenario word by word, line by line, and maybe the story, the Panopticon itself, will unfold into an ending. I mean, this is ridiculously drastic, you know, to combat writer's block, and I can't say I like this idea, Mr. Aleph. I think that's a bit extreme, buddy. What's happening? To be continued. Alright. Okay, yeah. Pretty extreme method from Mr. Aleph here. Ooh, next part's literally called Aleph. That's cool. Let's take a look. We've got 2 traces. Draft of a strange incantation. The greatest arcane skills demand thorough preparation. Every list is the crystallization of countless insights. Regarding the blurred by water stains ritual, a large number of arcanists, this should be an easily achievable goal for Manus Vindictae. Oh right, they were yeah, I remember. They, Manus was like prepping a big ritual, but then they like stopped or something. Like, I don't know. I forgot what exactly happened, but I think they were like not as focused on this large-scale ritual as the Foundation originally thought. Maybe it's related to 2.4, I don't know. But yeah, they need lots of arcanists. Young people capable of lifting bricks and setting sail are plentiful. Devotion remains the best catalyst. Roar Lion's Tail, Sacred Scarab Wings, Nukutayao Shell. When combined with the Fountain of Immortality. What the hell is the Fountain of Immortality? It seems likely that Manus Vindictae aims to achieve something extraordinary. Given the shell's properties, it can withstand an immense amount of energy, ensuring the ritual's success. This is indeed an incantation requiring considerable meticulous preparation. The location remains an excellent choice, but for the ritual itself, timing is of paramount importance. The time referred to here is not our traditional understanding, but time itself. Alright, sure. Seems like a pretty important ritual that requires lots of preparation. Maybe we'll see it sometime soon, like chapter 10 or something, I don't know. A tattered invitation. A serpent brings an apple, but I already possess the wisdom. Dear Mr. Aleph, the National Foucault Studies Association extends a formal invitation for you to join our organization. Our mission is to guide society and the world toward a more structured and enlightened future. We believe your exceptional abilities will be instrumental in achieving this vision. We eagerly await your response. Sincerely, Jose Tartuffe, Kamala Prison Ushuaia. Cool. Alright, let's press on to Part 15, Aleph. What is this? This kind of seems like this seems like a pocket dimension, you know, that represents the story, the world in Recoletta's story, with the desert town and stuff. Let's see. Let's learn more about Aleph, if that's what this part will tell us.
Los registros históricos del Dado de Babilonia aún se pueden encontrar en la biblioteca de la Universidad Santa Teresa.
Okay.
No. Una apertura como esta haría la historia demasiado ambigua.
Okay.
En 1975, en el pueblo de Amalfitano, Sonora, México, ocurrió algo terrible y escalofriante en la cabaña con el techo azul. Todo comenzó con las costumbres peculiares de los Espera, ¿cómo supe todo esto? Necesito agregar un rol para el narrador. El cuentacuentos.
Okay.
Un poeta surrealista de México me contó esta historia. Una anciana entró en el bar al
Poet.
que solía ir en el pueblo. Al mismo tiempo,
El empleado del banco también entró al bar trayendo la noticia de que una corporación multinacional iba a construir una fábrica de jabón de galletas en Amalfitano.
espera, empleado del banco. No sabía que había bancos en Amalfitano. Pero sí, tiene sentido. Los bancos comerciales son, sin duda, un sello del capitalismo. Gracias, amigo por correspondencia.
Gracias indeed, Mr. Aleph.
Antes de convertirse en empleado del banco, era un defensor de las antiguas costumbres del pueblo.
Okay.
Era un pescador de dunas.
Después de aceptar el destino otorgado por el Dado de Babilonia, eligió dejar todo atrás. El triste y aterrador pueblo y los ciclos ocultos dentro de la infinita aleatoriedad.
Oh, qué irónico. Pero también es realista. Ahora solo necesitamos un personaje contrastante. Un creyente en el destino.
Okay.
Una anciana tejedora se sentó en su antiguo taller, girando incansablemente su rueca. Un regalo precioso, otorgado por el Dado de Babilonia.
La tejedora ciega relató suavemente todo lo que había vivido.
¡Qué idea brillante, Aleph! Una tejedora ciega no podría haber presenciado el asesinato.
Splendid, Aleph. Damn, Aleph is actually like he's participating so much in this novel. I mean, we knew that, but still.
¡Fantástico! En este caso, agregaré a un conductor de burros que es asesinado en este capítulo. Con cada una de tus sugerencias, la historia da un paso adelante. Gracias, Aleph.
The story takes a step forward, potentially towards an ending that she can't
Pero-
think of.
Todavía no veo ninguna señal del final.
Yeah.
Es como si no importara cuántos personajes nuevos agreguemos. Todavía falta algo en el pueblo desértico.
What about
Le
the
falta una figura clave.
para researcher?
Aleph, ¿qué debo hacer? ¿Cómo le doy un final a esta historia?
Well, Recoleta, here's
Tú
your
misma me
ending.
preguntaste, ¿cómo le doy un final a esta historia?
Yep. That's not
Y
great.
describiste cómo tus palabras se habían transformado en un rompecabezas desmesurado e infinito, un lenguaje irreconocible, una colección de información ambigua y una parábola que había perdido todo su significado. La ausencia de un final aún te roe, atrapándote para siempre en ese abrasador pueblo desértico. Todo lo que estoy haciendo es intentar encontrarlo para ti.
You know what? Now I wonder, you know, Aleph came up with all these characters, right? The bank clerk, the blind weaver, potentially, like, he could just, yeah, he's just drawing them from reality, right? Like the blind weaver, that's probably around when Erd showed up for the first time, right? And then he's like, aha, this is what you need, Recoleta. And then sent her a letter, I guess. That's pretty interesting though, you know, that even the characters were originally based on the real people, right? And not that, like, the roles of the story were forced upon the people. It's because, like, the real people were already, the real people were used to create the roles, and that's why the roles played out by the people matched so well, I guess. What am I saying?
¿Estás diciendo que has estado manipulando los acontecimientos en el Panóptico desde que intercambiamos cartas por primera vez septiembre pasado?
She struggles, vainly hoping for him to deny it.
Sí, cada vez que revisabas la novela, se hacían ajustes correspondientes en el panóptico. Reflejar fielmente las complejidades de cada detalle era clave para asegurar que la historia avanzara sin problemas.
Damn.
Estos ajustes los manejaba principalmente Merlin,
Okay.
a veces el idealista, y antes de ellos, Zahir y Paracelso.
Okay, we learn of two new altars, Zahir and Paracelsus. Cool. I didn't realize all of these guys were so in sync though with Aleph. But it does seem like with Dr. Merlin at least, he's quite prevalent in Merlin's mind.
Cada vez.
6 versiones de la historia del Amalfitano ya se han desarrollado en el Panóptico.
Oh, damn.
Eso significa la rana aplastada en el barro, la vaca muriendo de vieja, el lirón cayendo al mar, el fantasma asesinado en el duelo y los cambios repentinos al dado de Babilonia.
Ah, yeah, 6 versions, and we just had the sixth Congress, right? I mean, I don't know if each version introduced like, because these things were like well, I don't know about these first 3 because they're kind of vague and I don't remember. But the ghost killed in the duel, that's definitely like the thing introduced in the story, right? Because Octavia was talking about it, how like there's like 5. Yeah, I think the story itself said something about the die having like 5 things that happened, and then there was a duel between Julio and the other guy, right? And Julio died, and he was the ghost here, right? I don't know if like each of these things were carried out in the congresses. It seems like it, right? Because Octavia rolled up to the 5th Congress and say, "Yep, we suddenly decided that we need to have a duel now," and that's what happened, right?
Todas las revisiones que sugeriste, todas las muertes, el caos y la locura, ¿realmente sucedieron aquí mismo?
The ever-knowing prisoner falls into a long dark silence. He will not answer a question when the one asking already knows the answer.
Incluso la eternidad tiene sus límites, Recoleta. In the 6th revision, we added the blind weaver, an extraordinary figure. Just like the paracausality researcher who carries a suitcase that you introduced in your 7th letter.
Vertin. Oh, interesting. Yeah, even the people arriving at Kamala match this ordering of like the characters being introduced, right? Because Erd came to Kamala first, and now with the paracausality researcher who is Vertin.
The paracausality researcher carrying a suitcase.
Crazy. We got manifested into coming to Ushuaia.
Miss Recoleta, is this character really based on the Timekeeper?
Surely Miss Recoleta has never met the timekeeper beforehand,
What?
though.
Of course not. The paracausality researcher is an entirely different character.
Is it real, though? What happens to the paracausality researcher, Recoleta? Tell us.
Don't you understand? We're only one die roll away from the ending.
Aleph lifts the core of the infinite labyrinth. The tear of Kamala swirls slowly in his hand.
I don't. What on earth are you trying to do?
Oh, buddy, what? Oh, snap. The filament lamps of the operating room dim in time with his motions. The wall ripples like water and transform into countless mirrors. Oh, this is happening again. And we're in a room. We're in a white room. Uh-oh. Within the mirrors, an endless stream of information appears. Well, this looks like a terrible room. Get me out of here. A seemingly possessed telephone babbles. An old radio sings. A flickering slide projector whirs and cracks. A muted film projector spins. A timetable opens, and dictionaries of countless languages flow past. A room without an exit. An eternal predicament. A prisoner's dwelling.
Recoleta, it is the cycle of fate that has brought you to the Panopticon of Komala in Ushuaia. Now, return to the rise and fall of sanity. Return and become a character once more. You've been searching for its ending, but how could you possibly find it when you're no longer inside the story?
Ooh.
I believe that this time you will witness the grand finale with your own two eyes. No more sadness, no more loneliness.
Aleph, I'm afraid we're gonna have to stop you from whatever you're planning, buddy. Yeah.
The answer you've long sought lies in the inevitable final roll of the die.
Please don't roll the die. We're not gamblers here. That's a lie. We're a gambler. Oh, I actually forgot to say something in the beginning of the episode.
So, the jailer is the bank clerk, and Erd is the blind weaver. But what about Roberta, Garcia, and Octavia?
Okay, so the jailer actually is the bank clerk. But the bank clerk doesn't have multiple personalities, I swear. I mean, the bank clerk does have multiple personalities. So I guess Dr. Merlin was not the bank clerk. I don't know, bro.
They weren't even assigned roles. They were just playthings, helpless in the face of fate.
Oh, okay, so there are people who don't have roles. Interesting. But they were still roped into this, though. And they still, usher in what's happening out here in Kamala.
What right do you or I have to decide what happens to them? To dictate their gains and losses?
Yeah, you tell him, Recoleta.
But they couldn't possibly understand such a thing, could they? To you, it's just a story. But to them, it is the manifestation of bittersweet destiny.
Do you think hiding behind the guise of fiction absolves you from the reality that you've turned the Panopticon into a living hell? Yes. You're the only one who truly understands the rise and fall of sanity. Goodness knows how many manuscripts I sent out that never received a reply. I was so grateful to you. For your replies, for understanding my novel. Those things were more precious to me than any sunrise over the Andes. Had I known that your feedback was created in such a way, and at such a cost, I would have preferred not to receive it at all.
Ooh.
Don't you get it? Even if they don't understand my novel, the people I meet are still my friends. Whether we took a long journey together, or we simply chatted for a few hours, we formed an inseparable, miraculous bond. They're a part of me.
Very inspirational, Recoleta. Very inspirational.
How could you treat them like fictional characters?
Yep. Yeah, Recoleta, you're a real person, and you're not a fictional character, just like everyone else in Reverse 1999.
It's disrespectful to my work, and to life itself.
Wow. The writer's resistance is so sharp that it cuts through Aleph's carefully constructed labyrinth easily.
But you raised the question yourself. Why you resist receiving its answer.
Aleph did say he just answers questions, to be honest. He lowers his head, and for the first time, cracks appear on that indestructible mask. Oh. Oh.
They're always like this, aren't they? They throw a question at you, only to abandon it along with the fading of the era.
Ooh.
This storm will spare no one. You've known it all along, Alice.
He is having a tough
Only
time
the
here.
harmless Panopticon can maintain control. The all-seeing tower. The perfect governing system. What a hopeless fool you are, Merlin. Haven't you heard what they say? There is no need to build a labyrinth when the whole world already is one. Your meaningless questions will be swept away by the tides of time, only to resurface on the shores of our minds once more. We've seen it happen, over and over again. Surely you've realized by now that the only true meaning can be found in literature. For over a century, literature has remained the singular, ultimate answer. This lonely cowboy is simply feeling lost at the moment. Spare us your rampant ideas. You're wasting our time.
Enough.
Okay, buddy. He's calmed his mind. The dye that reflects the heart can no longer bear its weight, as it glows from within, burning fissures. On the surrounding mirrors, countless reflections of Aleph appear, each wearing a different face. They crowd into the room as a flood of ghosts.
Aleph seems to be in a terrible state. We
Ah.
have to be careful. Something isn't right about that dye.
Well, let's wrestle that tear of Kamala from him. Oh, we've got Recoleta on the team. That's cool. Okay, buddy. Oh goodness me, Aleph, you're kind of missing a stomach, to be honest. Don't know if you noticed.
Go ahead. Keep the story going.
Oh, idealist.
Carry it through until we finally feel the sweet gratification of the ending. Your endeavors are doomed to fail. There's only madness in literature and art, not transcendentality.
Alright. What is this? Alright, we cast the ult. Well, 3 of us have free Moxie, so I'm gonna cast this just to see what happens.
Perfectly understood.
And then we'll just
Please stay
do our
balanced.
normal stuff. Who's gonna cast it? No, my whole... no, my whole... everything I have. All my actions got taken up by the Anjanala ult. Amazing. At least we get an ult first. That's nice, I guess. I guess maybe it's affected by the ordering from left to right. Regardless. Let's go. Fantastic. Huge damage. Alright, let's give a little refresh here. Do that.
Please lend me your power.
Oh wait, we haven't actually done this yet. There we go.
Please
Do
stay
this, do this, do this. And I guess... oh, whatever. I'll just do this buff last because I'm too lazy to act. Oh, and I buffed herself. I'm trolling. It's okay. Whatever.
Be careful.
We'll defeat Aleph. Is there a phase 2? Yep, awesome. Oh, okay, okay. He's blind, apparently.
Responsibility.
Huge damage. Massive. Do we win? Okay, we've got one. Okay, we defeated him. Nice.
These
Fantastic.
explorations, these fractures, they're all failures, aren't they?
Yeah, it seems so,
In
buddy.
this infinite expanse, I feel nothing but infinite sorrow.
Well, you tried your best, Mr. Aleph. Unfortunately, actions are not good, I'm afraid. The chaotic battle comes to an abrupt halt.
Wait! Mr. Olive? Are you human?
Ah, okay, here's the reveal. I didn't realize the story would tell us this, my bad. Soneto steps back, lowering her glass fitter. She is shocked to realize that her opponent has no arcane skills at all. From beginning to the end, all he had was the die.
Please hand over the die peacefully.
Mr. Aleph, please stop resisting. It's futile.
Futile. Yes, it's all futile.
Damn it, we got him dooming.
The cage of rules, the ideals of literature, both are futile. Mere illusions conjured along the path to transcendentality. They all fear that they're nothing more than phantoms in someone else's dream. That reality will devour everything, including their very existence. That's why they drift further away from transcendentality. They couldn't break free from that false dream. None of them could.
That's pretty deep, buddy. Aleph stumbles as he looks up at his storyteller.
Both the physician and the idealist walked toward their own destruction, just as I expected.
But what about you, Mr. Aleph?
But
What about
your
you?
novel still has hope, Recoleta. Its ending hasn't been written yet. We cannot deny that it may be the answer to achieving transcendentality.
Okay, I did not expect Recoleta's novel to have such an impressive fate.
You're not going to stop, are you?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Not until you get your answer.
Hey, I mean, he's been giving us loads of answers, so I think it's pretty fair that he wants an answer. Except, you know, maybe not through such means.
Soneto, we have no choice but to seize the die from him by force.
I mean, what have we been doing for the past, battle? Soneto's arcane energy gathers at the tip of her glass fitter. At this moment, the silent storyteller takes a step forward. Oh, okay, Recoleta.
Enough. I said enough.
Yeah, I heard you. Okay, what do you want to share, Recoleta? She shakes as she reveals a notebook that has never left her side. Has she written an ending? This changes everything. Well, surely not, because she literally came here to ponder about the ending. But maybe she has a draft of an ending? I don't know. Interesting stuff. Take a look at the trace. An unsent letter. Someone has already opened it. Perhaps the lady or perhaps the sender themselves. An unsent letter. Dear Miss Recoleta, I have completed reading the 6th edition of The Rise and Fall of Sanity, which enclosed with your letter dated February 8, 1991. Below are some of my personal insights and suggestions for the story's direction. I believe we are nearing the conclusion, and I sincerely hope you never lose your passion for writing. Additionally, regarding the character of the Blind Weaver, the letter remains unfinished, as it appears the correspondent encountered an unforeseen interruption. Ah, okay. Okay. Now, oh yeah, before I forget, there is something I need to say, and that is, you know, we have some clear drops, right? And we have the Moldir banner. But what's important is that we got Moldir in 26 polls. Yeah, that's right. We are lucky. So we got ourselves Moldir. Okay, please don't shoot me, Moldir. But yeah, no.
It's you.
Basically just got her 2 days ago, and then you know maxed her out. Couldn't get her side cube maxed out though. I'm kind of missing out on some resources to upgrade the side cube, but regardless, yeah, we got her. That's pretty cool. All right, back to the story. And about the story that Recoleta has written and whatever she's gonna reveal from this notebook. Let's see, Recoleta. Show us the boundary of fiction. Okay, flashback to Expo Guadalajara, 1990, Guadalajara International Book Fair. This is like 1 year ago, right? Because it's 1991 now, I believe. People move between bookshelves and corridors, engaged in heated conversations. The air is filled with the mingling of multiple languages.
I'm afraid we can't publish your novel in its current state, Recoleta. We look forward to seeing more refined work from you in the future. Ah, Senor Cruz! What a pleasure to see you here. I'm an editor from the Naranja Dulce publishing house. Could you spare a moment to discuss the copyright for The Bluebird? We're huge fans of your children's literature.
The editor leaves, hurrying after another writer, leaving Recoleta standing alone in place. The 17th publisher to reject her today.
Hey, relax, Recoleta. Look at all the books around you. This place is heaven. You can't get down on yourself, not here. There's so many writers and publishers here. It's only natural you'd be turned down 17 times. This is just the beginning.
Yep. The young writer, attempting to forget her 17th rejection, flips through the event guide in her hands.
Now, which section should I visit next? Oh, this brochure might help.
She turns to the last page of the thick handbook, where all the invited authors and their contact details are listed. Oh, fantastic.
Estupendo. An exchange of ideas between writers. Nothing could be more incredible than that. I recall James Joyce was inspired by a letter he received from Henrik Ibsen. So, maybe what I need is to find someone to share my manuscript with. But who? Tadeo Emasums. Aleph.
Aleph.
Averroes.
Aleph mentioned. Lima Apartments, Buenos Aires. A knock at the door interrupts her daydream.
Oh, it's you, senor.
This is a pretty sad room, Recoleta.
Don't worry. I promise I'll catch up on the rent next month.
Oh, we're
Although
poor.
I must say,
We're so poor.
This apartment's hardly worth the price. The cracks on the walls must date back to the last century.
Ooh.
Make all the excuses you want, Ingrid. If you don't pay the rent soon, you'll either end up in that crumbling colonial building on the corner or on the street selling oranges at the San Telmo market. By the way, Julia told me you lost your job at the textile factory. You under some kind of can't work in one place for more than 3 months, curse or something, senorita?
Oh, you don't even want to know about the terrible things that happened in that factory. All I did was lend the oppressed workers a hand.
Okay, Recoleta.
You're just like those college kids, full of hot air. Anyway, I am not here about the rent.
Oh?
Didn't you tell me to watch out for your letters a while back, when you just returned from abroad? Well, here it is. A letter for you.
Legendary. Hallelujah. The girl freezes for a moment, then snatches the letter and slams the door shut, almost buzzing with excitement as she unfolds it.
Dios mío! Someone actually wrote back to me.
Hallelujah.
This is incredible. Oh, thank you so much for bringing it to me, senor.
Girlie, you slapped the door on his face. Can he even hear you? She slits open the long traveling letter.
Dear Miss Recoleta, it's from, let's see, Aleph.
Yes, Aleph! Thank you, Aleph. You're the GOAT. Thanks for listening to my ideas, my manuscript. You are the GOAT. You love novels, and my novel, and I love novels.
You're not local, are you? What are you writing?
Here's where we met our friends in part 1.
Oh, hola. You're right. I just arrived in Buenos Aires 3 days ago. My trip's been a lot like a Copes Tango performance, full of twists and turns, but nothing much worth telling, really. I'm actually writing a reply to my pen pal. Long story short, I sent him a manuscript of my novel, and to my surprise, he actually wrote back. Amazing, isn't it?
Truly
In our
amazing.
recent letters, we've been discussing how my novel lacks a key character to drive the story toward a decisive ending. So we've been debating whether to introduce a new ghost to act as a turning point for the story. Oh, so then you're a writer? Hey, Pancho, come over here. I found an actual real-life writer.
What's the big deal? I wrote plenty of poems in middle school.
Middle school. Come on, buddy.
Oh, so you're a poet. I have a feeling we're about to embark on an incredible adventure together.
Truly
Are you
incredible.
interested in joining the visceral realism movement?
Oh, visceral realism mentioned.
This what? I've never heard of it, but it sounds like fun.
Top 10 things people will never say.
Fabuloso. We have no time to waste. Once I finish this letter, you two must join me on a journey to Ushuaia.
Honestly, shout out these two for actually following her to Ushuaia for like no reason. That's pretty base,
Ushuaia?
honestly.
The end of the world? Why the heck would we go to that icebox?
Okay, so they are
Oh,
opposed.
don't be such a downer, Pancho. Just think of the fun we'll have, the breathtaking scenery we'll see, and the incredible stories we'll hear.
Yeah, Pancho. Come on now. Let's head to Ushuaia.
Fine, Maria. I'll deal with the gold if you really want to go so badly.
By the way, could you tell us about your novel?
Let's.
Of course. I'll tell you all about it on the way. Now where to begin? Alright, let's start with the cottage with the blue roof in Amalfitano.
Splendid. And here we are, back in the present
It's
day.
been 6 months since we first exchanged letters.
Oh damn, okay.
Since then, I've been traveling. First from Chile to Mexico, then from Mexico to Argentina. And I've never stopped writing.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure what the purpose of my novel is. I just keep writing and writing. I can't stop. What power does literature hold? What responsibilities? Perhaps only by continuing to write will I understand one day.
Recoleta flips through her notebook, every turn of the page containing a different colored letter. After their long journey, these pages of letters form a faded riddle, their handwriting long since blurred.
Aleph, you're right. I do want an ending to my novel. But not like this.
You really have no idea, do you, Recoleta?
I guess we don't. Please don't kill us. Her only reader realizes she has still not grasped what is happening, forcing him to reveal a truth he has long concealed. Uh-oh. What have we been concealing, buddy?
The rise and fall of sanity is your story.
That is true.
What do you mean?
It's about her.
You are a ghost, wandering this forsaken land, still striving to create a miracle.
Oh.
You are a wandering poet, born in Amalfitano, the foolishly brave protagonist of the story, and the embodiment of the author herself.
Oh.
A reflection, yes. The author, no. You are simply a figment of her imagination, a manifestation of her dream to wander. Have you not realized it? The literary pursuits and romantic adventures you described, they are merely faded memories from 1975.
Wait, what? Wait. Huh? Did Recoleta get cooked by the storm? From 1975, and then she re-existed in 1990. Is this what Aleph is pointing out here?
The poets who joined the visceral realism movement with you left Latin America long ago.
Is that why people were on about visceral realism not being the thing anymore? Because she's literally from another era, back when visceral realism was actually relevant.
Faded memories.
As for the novel, it's yours now. A story you're writing. A story about yourself. Your departure has turned Amalfitano into a ghost town. The characters have lost their connection to you. They're gradually fading away.
Oh.
If the novel is destroyed, you too will cease to exist.
What? Surely that's not like what's actually happening.
Wait, this is Miss Recoleta. Is what he said true? I know you never lie, pen pal. In your first letter, you told me that a character's role in fate must be determined from the outset and consistently adhered to throughout the story. Reading the perspective and insights of a walking encyclopedia, having such a person be willing to share their thoughts at all was an exhilarating experience. I had never imagined my novel could develop in this way. Words could hardly describe how I felt in that moment. No one but you has ever understood the story of that town, let alone offered any revisions. Following your advice, I added the bank clerk, the dune pescator, the blind weaver, and the murdered donkey driver. Amalfitano was no longer an empty town with a single blue-roofed cottage. The new ghostly residents had begun to fill the skies over it. The story was finally reaching completion. I could feel that the ending was within reach. I became increasingly eager to meet my pen pal. I couldn't get the thought out of my mind. I wasn't sure what I would say to this Aleph. A simple thank you, perhaps, or maybe a discussion about the future of Amalfitano with its sole reader. Or maybe I'm no different from everyone else. Led up the garden path by fate.
Don't falter, Recoleta. We must break free from the shackles of fate. We can't let the chains of causality hold us down. With the power of literature and writing, we shall break free of this cycle and conquer our own future. Aleph is unimpressed.
But even if I am a ghost, as you say, an incarnation of someone else, a fictional being, so what?
Oh, that's right, Recoleta.
My resolve will not waver, even if my existence is bound to fade away.
Okay, but I sure hope you don't fade away, Recoleta.
Because this isn't what literature is supposed to be. You
That's
once
right.
told me there isn't an ounce of reality in fiction, only voids and glorified lies. Let me tell you this. Whether real or fictional, corporeal or intangible, I have accepted my existence.
Amazing, Recoleta.
Now, let's put a stop to this, Aleph.
Let's. Oh, the novel is getting broken.
Characters in my novel. They're people trapped in a prison.
That's right.
Just as you are. By
Oh.
simulating my story here, you have made me into some kind of god. A guilty, false creator. A dictator of fate. I never wanted any of this.
Oh, we're dead. We're dead. The novel's dead, and Recoleta was cracking. Yeah. Oh, we're fighting. Oh, we're fighting. Well, Mr. Aleph. Oh, we're fighting the ghosts of the ghost town now. Okay, no problem. Let's do that.
Lo veo. La frecuencia perfecta. La admirable aleatoriedad del destino. Creo que lo he encontrado. La fuente del dado de Babilonia.
Las deudas de los muertos. Esas facturas. Todas han sido hechas trizas. Ya no estoy atrapado.
Desde el día en que perdí la vista, nunca imaginé que la rueda giratoria volviera a girar.
They're like representing the characters in her story.
Perfectly understood.
Yeah, I can't be asked to use this because it's just gonna nullify my entire first round. I could cast it at the end. I could. I'll just do it at the end then. Alright, that's a precast, right? Sorry. Oh, how did I put it at the end then? Oh, I guess it's physically impossible then.
Please stay behind. Perfectly understood.
Yeah, what a twist. That Recoleta was also one of those reincarnations of people who were washed away by the storm. That's crazy. Alright. Nice.
The way forward requires a determined heart to resist temptation.
Wow. So what happens to Recoleta now? Are we dead? What is this? Shattered words and ghostly illusions roar forth, breaking free from the story's structure and the gaps between its lines, filled with regret and obsession. Torn letters and book pages flutter in the air, like snow in a crystal globe on a winter night. Everything is quiet.
Huh? Miss Recoleta has vanished.
I don't know how her existence was tied to that book, but it is insane that she is.
Did she really cease to exist like Olive said?
I hope not.
Recoleta.
What about the prisoners? Did they just become, they just stay prisoners of Kamala? Or is something drastic gonna happen to them? I don't know. Alright, take a look here. A great marketplace of ideas and knowledge. The book fair guide. Alright. B section works guide. Bluebird Watson Cruz, we heard that guy earlier. Children's literature. Children's book, but not just for children. Viewing the world from a different perspective reveals an entirely new reality. Fox Beneath the Sky. Tadeo Social Literature. The classic intellectual autobiography offering profound reflections on the nature of time. Blood Monster. Avero's horror fiction. Undoubtedly the finest novel about vampiric creatures this century. A 300-year tale of immortality, jealousy, and humanity. Attending offers contact information. Aha. So that's what she had. Ghosts of the past. Let's see what's up. The ghosts of the past. We do see Recoleta lingering there, so maybe she hasn't stopped existing. Oh, she's not speaking this anymore. I can't read that fast. Girl dreams of a circular prison. Then she wakes. Oh, damn. On an unknown night, the wind carries the cold desolation of the desert. Yeah, and then in a cottage with a blue roof, a girl dreams of a circular prison. Then she wakes.
Qué sueño más extraño.
Wait, this is a different outfit, right?
El sabor de la realidad, tan amargo y triste. Pero lleno de pensamiento dialéctico. Tal vez la gente del Panóptico reflejaba mis pensamientos internos.
She looks around, surveying the cobwebbed corners where stacks of manuscripts have piled up to the ceiling and over empty ink bottles collecting dust.
Entonces realmente soy un personaje en la novela. La misteriosa cabaña con el techo azul fue mi hogar todo el tiempo. Entonces, los rumores que los fantasmas propagaron eran realmente eso. Rumores.
Interesting. The young writer steps out of her home and into the streets of the familiar yet foreign desert town. This is pretty cool though, like, her fictional, like, story world has come into reality. Well, her version of reality. Countless nameless characters and ghosts arrive upon hearing the news, filling the roads and skies.
Bienvenida de nuevo a Amalfitano, querida escritora.
Ah, here's the bank clerk.
Gracias, querido ícono del capitalismo. Pero, ¿no desgarré esta novela en pedazos?
A woman wearing a peculiar hat steps forward. Timekeeper?
Verás,
I don't know.
Amalfitano es una dimensión más allá de la vida y la muerte.
Okay. Is this part of the story? Like, what Amalfitano is?
Este pueblo es un reflejo de tus pensamientos internos. Es incorpóreo. No puedes desgarrar algo incorpóreo en pedazos.
Understandable, that
La
makes sense.
literatura es infinita y atemporal, como un río que fluye a través de la vida y la muerte.
No me extraña que seas mi personaje favorito. Nunca dejas de iluminarme.
Desafortunadamente, la literatura es una vocación peligrosa e inútil. Nadie entiende realmente, ni siquiera recuerda tu trabajo. ¿Recuerdas el dicho? Los únicos verdaderamente muertos son aquellos que han sido olvidados.
That's a understandable saying.
Recoleta, desaparecerás para siempre si dejas a Malfitano otra vez. Será como si nunca hubieras existido.
Siempre he admirado tu pensamiento crítico, señor. Encaja perfectamente con tu rol.
Rough hands grasp the writer's palm, feeling at the lines etched into her skin.
Todo estará bien, Recoleta. Lo que sea que haya pasado, ahora has regresado. Eso es lo que importa.
I do wonder where Erd has gone though, to be honest.
El dado de Babilonia rodará de nuevo. Y cada uno de nosotros obtendrá nuestros finales.
Aleph did say that there was going to be one final roll that determines the ending, but then Recoleta kind of broke the novel, so I don't know if that's still going to go ahead. Wait, the crowd erupts in cheers.
Así es. Resuelve el asesinato en el bar y pon mi alma en paz.
Hello, murdered donkey driver. You're a bit alive, or maybe he's just a ghost.
Libera al pueblo de la locura infligida por el antiguo espíritu.
Arregla la aleatoriedad del dado de Babilonia y aplana la frecuencia catastrófica.
Oh, does Recoleta want to be a gambling addict? The young writer takes a step forward. Everyone, the living and the ghosts, watches expectantly.
Entonces, el final que he estado buscando es el que el otro yo no pudo darme. El yo que se lanzó de cabeza a la lucha contra un poder invencible. El yo que finalmente dejó esta tierra. Después de todo este tiempo, finalmente he encontrado mi final.
She grasps the gleaming die of Babylon. Let's crush it! No gambling. What's happened?
Solo un lanzamiento más. Y todo habrá terminado.
Just one more bet. Just one more bet. One more gamble. Come on, guys. It's bound to hit. The chances dictate that my next roll is going to be a nat 20. It's only natural.
Mi historia. Mi pueblo. Todo finalmente llegará a su fin.
But what if we don't want our story to
El
end?
sueño sobre el Panóptico también terminará, ¿verdad?
She stops.
Oh, cariño, es solo un sueño.
Ah, no me digas que estás abandonando tu búsqueda de toda la vida por un miserable sueño.
Este sueño es cruel. Nadie entiende esta gran novela ahí ni este pueblo asombroso.
Pero aquí, eres una verdadera escritora. Este es tu
Oh, I'm so
Pero yo
sorry.
extraño
I
a mis
skipped it.
amigos en ese sueño. Existe. Así como este lugar existe.
Yeah, sorry, I skipped the dialogue of the blind weaver. Oopsie.
Pero nosotros también somos tus amigos, Recoleta.
Podrías desaparecer si dejas a Malfitano. ¿Estás segura de que quieres irte?
The young writer puts down the die in her hand. The die that signifies the end of everything vanishes into the sandy wind.
¿Sabéis cómo soy, queridos amigos? He pasado mi vida emprendiendo aventuras tontas y no recompensadas. Así soy yo, ¿verdad? Amalfitano es, en efecto, un lugar ideal. Un lugar para vagar, para un viaje corto y para perderse un rato. Y tiene ustedes, mis amigos ficticios, a quienes quiero tanto. Pero debo regresar a mi sueño y ver a mis amigos ahí. Ellos son igual de importantes para mí.
As they hear her words, the ghost of the town smile with relief.
Sí, tienes razón, Recoleta. No se puede negar que eres un alma noble y apasionada. Cada uno de nosotros lo sabe.
También eres nuestra querida amiga. ¿Por qué te detendremos de hacer lo que realmente deseas?
Damn, W friends. Everyone makes way for her as a path into a boundless void unfolds.
Deseamos lo mejor, Recoleta.
Good luck, Recoleta.
Buenas noches, querida. Que tu sueño sea dulce esta vez.
Gracias a todos, mis amigos. Nunca los olvidaré.
The girl wipes the tears from her eyes and steps into the looming darkness. All is silent as she enters the barren land. There's only the faint sound of footsteps echoing against a vast and empty darkness.
I've read your work, Señorita Recoleta. To be frank, it lacks both depth and breadth. This town of yours is still far from reflecting the complexity of society, and the narrative lacks a discerning perspective. It still needs some work if you want it to truly resonate with our audience. Just go for it, Señorita. You're at a perfect age to explore, experience, and learn.
Time wheels, and at last the girl feels her existence again within the void. She reclaims her voice.
What's happening to me?
1,000, or perhaps countless, faces emerge before her again.
Ah, of course. The rise and fall of sanity is my story. So, even though the novel's been destroyed, the story, and myself along with it, lives on in the minds of those who read it. Thank you for your feedback, editor. Even here in this great expanse of darkness, I can still hear your words. You have my gratitude. Thank you for reading my novel, even if you didn't understand it, and likely never will.
She navigates a labyrinth of words and an endless expanse of mirrored waters, the darkness surging toward her like a rush of waves on a dark night, making her presence feel heavier.
Honestly, I find your story totally fascinating, but I'm still struggling to understand the connections between all these nameless characters. Couldn't you make it clearer? Like a movie?
Typical. Trust a writer to try to be all obscure and mysterious.
Maria, Pancho, you guys are the best traveling pals I've ever had. Our paths may diverge in the future, but the joyful memories of our journey across grasslands, snowfields, and deserts together will remain forever.
It's been great coming along with you. You're totally one of a kind. We'll be waiting for you at my aunt's vineyard. A little sun after a hard day's work will do you good.
The passionate companions wave to her, never looking back as they continue forward. The girl's steps are no longer weightless. With every step she takes, they feel heavier and more real. Come back into existence, Recoleta. She lingers inside the infinite mask in the mirror, the boundless universe filling her with both confusion and illusion.
There is ambition in her writing. It's passionate and poetic, fractured and chaotic. But when viewed as a whole, her work feels like little more than a superficial illusion. It lacks the depth to truly touch the soul. I will refrain from offering further comments until she stops romanticizing her childish adventures.
To put it bluntly, her phraseology feels overly deliberate to the point of distortion. Her verbiage is like a collection of vague sentiment bubbles.
I see, Aleph. Then this is how you really feel about my novel?
1,000 readers will interpret a story 1,000 different ways. Some believe the text itself is dead, and it is the reader who gives it life. The truth cannot be fully conveyed through words alone. That said, I think the rise and fall of sanity is a good story.
Her heart skips a beat. Within this paradise that harbors the boundless histories and mysteries of humanity, she finally finds the mirror that shows her what reality
So the
is.
Eternal Paradise is a library of sorts.
just like I always imagined. Or is this just another reflection of my inner thoughts? I like it here. It's nice being surrounded by literature. But it's time to go back to reality.
This is a very nice scene. This library is very pretty as well. Oh, here we are, back in this room.
You're right about literature, Doorside Beggar. It is a dangerous and futile calling, but I still believe in it.
Okay. Who's that? Is that supposed to be Aleph, the Doorside Beggar, or is she just talking to the character of the Doorside Beggar? Investigators from the Foundation breathe a sigh of relief together. Recoletta's reappearance is as sudden as her disappearance. Soneto hasn't even had time to wipe the tears from the corners of her eyes.
Recoletta, you're back.
Let's go.
I'm so glad to see you're safe.
And I'm so glad to see you two worried sick about me. Thanks, mis mejores amigas Soneto y Burton.
No problem, bestie. The reborn writer turns to the prisoner sitting dejected nearby.
See, Aleph? I still exist.
Amalfitano is gone. It's all over. You're simply a wandering ghost now, never to return home again. You may still exist, but Amalfitano will never get its ending. You've nullified its existence, rendering all of this meaningless. I'm sorry I couldn't answer your question. I've failed once again.
His eye falls to the ground. Once used to construct a beautiful stream, now whatever magic it held has dissipated. Oh damn, we use it too much?
Amalfitano and the Panopticon were two parts of a whole. With Amalfitano gone, Komala no longer has any reason to exist.
Damn.
I'm sorry, Aleph. You, who know all the mysteries of the world, who seek answers to every question, have lost yourself in the process. You can answer everyone else's questions, but never your own. Who's the person behind that mask? Is he real? Does he still exist?
Who am I?
The weighty ending to the story leaves the prisoner, still trapped in a blurred illusion, exhausted. Kamala prison groans like an aging water wheel struggling under its own weight, distorting, fading, and collapsing into the currents of his mind.
Stay vigilant, everyone. This is just like when the idealist and the physician had their meltdown. Only this time, it seems even worse.
I think Aleph is trying to tear down the Panopticon.
Beyond the crumbling walls, a shivering figure is faintly visible. He grips a gun tightly. The black barrel shaking in his hands is aimed at the people in the room. Oh, okay.
Freeze! Stay where you are. All of you.
Who the hell are you? Where did you emerge from, buddy? Why are you pointing a gun at us? It's pretty violent, to be honest. Please don't do that. Alright. Oh, we're not having combat just yet. We need to... Oh wait, sorry. We got this.
Take a deep breath, soldier. The smoke's cleared now. This story, this battle, will soon come to an end.
Okay.
A writer has departed from her domain, leaving her creations scattered behind her, like blood-soaked bandages and fragmented skulls in the trenches. What a garbled mess.
I think I understand. What a nice whistle.
Wonderful for you. You know what? You should be the leader of the literature encryption communication team. Just arm yourself with a dictionary, and even enemies with 45 Maxim machine guns won't stand a chance against you.
Okay, buddy.
Because the poetry you recite will surely blow their minds before their bullets pierce yours.
You've developed a sense of humor.
Well, it's all thanks to a certain writer, the embodiment of the wandering poet and traveler from Santiago to Buenos Aires. She impressed me with her precious experience as a cafe dishwasher and campground caretaker.
It's great to hear, man.
What really rekindled my sense of humor was her seriousness about her literary pursuits. You'd understand what I mean if you'd ever heard a cheesy joke at a comrade's graveside. Drawing strength from her wanderings and rebellious exploits, she attempted to change society, wielding the sword of literature as a revolutionary intellectual and a leader of thought. Some would hail her as a battle angel of Latin America, with words as piercing as bullets and poems as powerful as tactical bombers.
I'll believe in the power of literature.
You stand firm in your beliefs, huh? Well, maybe that's a good thing. The commander has to trust their soldiers, or they'll be forced to surrender before long.
Damn.
Here, come closer. Let me tell you a secret.
Okay, buddy. Tell me a secret. I like secrets.
Many, if not all, people foolishly think it's the executioner who drops the guillotine blade, the powder that fires the bullet.
Bro, what? The executioner is just a messenger. Except, he's more like the killer. He's just a killer, bro. The executioner doesn't decide who to kill.
While they're half right, they're substantially inaccurate.
Exactly.
Craters on the battlefield aren't the result of bombs, but a clashing of ideologies. A trigger pulled long before the powder ever ignited in the barrel.
Yeah. Don't shoot the messenger.
As for literature, well, it's probably best not to buy too much into the Latin American boom. Forget about the status report from earlier.
Oh, okay.
That said, at least there's one thing that's certain. Books can bite back, and they'll leave scars.
Alright. Thank you, buddy. Gotta love listening to him speak. Alright, let's press on. In Praise of Folly, back at Kamala. Let's press on, see what's up. Hopefully, oh yeah, who the hell is this guy that suddenly emerged? That's not very good, I think. A prisoner steps out from behind a wall, a weapon held in his shaking hand. Oh, he's a prisoner here, I see. I thought it was just some random person we've never met before.
I was just setting up.
Oh, Garcia.
When everything started shaking, then I realized it wasn't just my imagination.
Garcia, buddy, please put down the gun. Violence is
So I followed
wrong.
the cracks in the wall and found my way here.
Alright.
I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but something's happening to the Panopticon.
Well, you're not wrong. You're not wrong, buddy. You're not wrong. Please put the gun down. His panicked hands shift the gun toward Aleph, who has collapsed on his side. I feel like we really should have taken the weapons away from these guys.
Are you the physician? Or is it Aleph?
It is Aleph, as far as we are aware.
Whoever you are, please restore the Panopticon to the way it was. I'm begging you.
I don't know if we want to be threatening Aleph here.
You can do that, right?
I mean, I think he can if he calms his mind, but he's low-key having a tough time right now, you know. The mind that once created infinity now watches as it unfolds back into nothing before him.
Why aren't you doing anything, damn it? Why is this happening? Oh, the die. If you won't help me, then I'll do it myself.
I thought the die lost its energy. Let's see if it still has energy. The prisoner, in desperation, lunges forward.
Calm down, Garcia.
Now we have to beat him up to calm him down. Yep, alright, sure. No problem.
Which of these
Calm down, buddy.
should we attend to first?
We don't have to do this, buddy. Alright, let's go.
Understood. Please stay back.
Alright.
Please let me your power.
Calm.
Awaken.
Alright.
You won't get away.
How is he taking no damage? Should I have checked something about his abilities or something? Because this is not normal. He should not be able to do that. He took absolutely no damage just now. Oh, take no damage on the first round. Okay. That makes sense. Alright, let's fight.
Please stay down.
Here we go.
Be careful.
Should be plenty of damage to defeat him. Oh my god, that was nice and easy. Bye bye, Garcia.
That weren't even as tough as waking up an old factory man.
Alright. Good stuff. We defeated him. Please put down the gun.
Timekeeper, he's...
What about him? What's happening to him? Garcia, weakened by his long confinement, is easily knocked to the ground, unable to withstand even the lightest touch of arcane skill. Damn.
Why? Why is this happening to me? I was so close. So close to completing the exhibition.
Yeah, he was very immersed with his exhibition.
Can't you see, Garcia? There's no one controlling this place now. You're free. It isn't the die that's trapped you, nor is it the walls of this prison. It's the rules and that overpowering gaze from the central tower. But now that's all gone. You can go outside. You can set up your exhibit anywhere you want. No need to stay stuck in this.
Uh-oh, she's gonna get interrupted. We need this. We need the central tower. Looking back on all that he has lost, the artist cuts her off.
No, Señorita Recoleta. You've seen the world out there. You know as well as I that there's nowhere else I can go but here.
Damn.
This is the only place in the world where I can hold my exhibit. And you've ruined it. You've ruined everything.
How do we convince Garcia here?
This room's about to collapse. We've got to leave.
Yeah, we do have to leave. That is for sure.
Mr. Garcia, do you need a hand?
I can take care of myself, thank you. I'll go a different way. I have to go back and finish setting up my exhibit.
The place is kind of falling down on us, buddy. Or maybe he just doesn't care. He drags himself forward with trudging steps, retracing his path to leave.
Burton, what about Aleph? We can't just leave him here.
I guess you're right.
Of course not. We still have questions he needs to answer.
That is true.
Sinetto, help me get him up. Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here.
Yes, Timekeeper.
The dejected prisoner looks at Sinetto with confusion.
Your words are always at odds with your thoughts. You carry an ocean of questions, yet never reveal even a single drop of them.
Oh. Interesting. We're talking about Sinetto's character here. Her words at odd with her thoughts.
Why have you never shared your doubts? Why do you stay silent in the face of everything and everyone around you?
Oh. Okay. I mean, this is maybe not the most ideal time to question Sinetto's characters and her, you know, decisions on whether or not to share her questions or doubts.
I believe in my duty.
Is that just, are we lying? Zeneto? Is that a lie? I don't know. The prisoner shifts his gaze to the other Foundation investigator. Please don't say terrible things about Vertin.
As for you, paracausality researcher, you're different from any other seeker of answers.
Thank you?
Even on a desperate, near-hopeless journey, your heart holds little doubt.
Thank you very much, sir?
Perhaps not every question needs an answer, Mr. Aleph.
Oh. What an interesting perspective from Vertin.
Is that so?
The prisoner, so used to answering others' questions, seems to have run into one of his own. But unfortunately, no one is here to answer it. Alright, I wonder what question he has on his mind though. Okay, let's press on. Got a nice trace here. Oh, are we talking?
Look.
Again,
It's
that's
sinking.
awesome.
Corpses float on the planks, and the fleeing prisoners are swimming toward the shore. Time to abandon ship.
What ship?
One that was exiled to a desolate corner of the ocean by the resplendent civilized world.
Alright.
It's both a prison and a sanitarium. Are any of your friends aboard?
I mean, yeah.
If so, you might find the following report a little offensive.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Dregs of society. Human scum. These are the terms used to describe its eccentric passengers. To be fair, they do lack discipline and independence.
Okay.
But that may well be a response to the heavy pain they've endured. Some theorists suggest that they're innocent victims, trapped in the confines between rationality and irrationality, defined and redefined by historians as they please. But let's ditch the theories and simplify things.
Alright.
The moment the shackle called madness was fastened around their necks, whether they were truly mentally ill or not, their lives were forever scarred.
Yeah, I do agree. Good points,
And
buddy.
now, the mad passengers are storming the shore.
Favorable outcome? I don't want to say they're spreading their disease. That's pretty mean.
I suppose it is. You can see the joy in their faces, even in the footprints they leave behind as they hop across the beach. Yes, freedom is favorable indeed. The freedom to squander our lives, to trample on the dignity of others, the freedom to embrace absurdity and meaninglessness.
Okay.
Let's dig deeper. Scavenge through the messy battlefield for dog tags. Were these people born mad? After watching the inhabitants of this earth tear each other apart in one war after another, I've concluded this. Only knowledge drives people to madness. Ignorance does not.
Okay. Interesting thought, buddy.
Madness is a side effect of the sedative that is knowledge. As long as those on land continue to consume it, this ship will never be short on recruits.
Okay.
This is a war between madness and civilization. Both sides have leveled accusations, spilled blood, and pummeled each other. And soon, everyone will have leapt into the trenches and been beaten to a bloody pulp. Only a few can escape this fate.
Like who?
Check your 6.
My 6. Who's behind me?
The one leaning against the sunken ship, showing no signs of struggle or sorrow. Garcia.
Oh.
The seawater has flooded his windpipe and reddened his eyes. Yet there he is, staring blankly at the shore. He's in his home base. He holds no hope for forgiveness from his enemies. Not in the slightest. He's a one-man army, fighting only for himself. Alone.
Interesting insight to Garcia.
Do a 360 and look again. He's been utterly defeated.
Okay. Well, Garcia, I don't know. He kind of seems like he's gonna get cooked, get himself cooked in his exhibit, because he wanted to go back to the exhibit, and the prison is kind of falling apart. So, yeah, I don't know if he makes it out. You know what would be crazy is if he joins the Manus Vindictae somehow. Like he somehow escapes and then he joins the Manus. I can see that happening, to be honest. It's not a far stretch, I'd say. Let's see. Part 19, Aspects of Madness. Alright, let's see.
Dear Erd.
Oh? Is this letters between Aleph and Erd?
Why are you so interested in the Panopticon of Kamala? Dear Mr. Aleph. Whether as a doctor or a writer, I simply cannot turn a blind eye to the friction around me.
Especially the discord and injustice I have witnessed here in Kamala.
Okay.
So, I would ask of you a question. Is there any way to resolve the endless conflicts in this place?
Alright. Perhaps there could be.
To put an end to this, a true ending is required.
Yeah, okay, I kind of expected that. A true ending to the novel.
Your arrival has made it possible for this simulation to have an ending. Or rather, a victory.
What do you mean by victory? I'd appreciate it if you could clarify in simple terms. If this victory comes at the cost of any inmate's life, I'm afraid I cannot accept it. I also have another question for you. If I leave, will the stories and conflicts here come to an end?
Oh, that is an interesting point. Because, she joined the story, and then, she's affecting the story, kind of.
Miss Grace of Manus Vindictae will grant you passage. But in any case, the cycle of history will continue to repeat itself in this prison, and in the entire world. The sins of humankind will not cease until veins turn to wires, flesh and bone to geometric shapes, and the world around us twists in the colors of an oil painting.
Okay, so we're just stating the facts of previous storms.
I must say, your words have left me rather baffled. Fragments of the events you describe often appear in my dreams.
Oh.
Could it be that these things really happened?
Interesting. Okay, so Doris has also experienced this kind of what Recoletta's getting, right? Because we've basically got some confirmation that Doris / Erd is basically just getting reconstructed every single storm, right? Somehow. So yeah.
If that's the case, why can't I recall the details? Why am I left with only disconnected pieces? The madness in Kamala. These bizarre dreams. I must put an end to them. What have I forgotten? Has someone or something altered my memory? I can't shake the feeling that something crucial to me has been lost in the river of time. Some kind of duty, perhaps. What should I do? How can I recapture what I have lost?
Good questions.
I won't answer a question that already has an answer. One given to you by the person who escorted you here and made you a promise.
Okay, so the Manus Vindictae, yeah.
You're so close to the place where the truth lies. Think carefully. Why are you here?
Why is she here? Why is she here at Kamala prison? And also, how the flip does Aleph know all of these things? Like, where's she getting this info from? Erd, why are you here in Ushuaia?
These letters we found have answered a great deal. But there's still something that isn't clear.
Like the location of Erd?
Mr. Aleph, what exactly did the Manus promise Dr. Doras?
They kind of just kidnapped her, no? And then they made some promises to her. I mean, she seems like, Erd seems like she's kind of, you know, working somewhat alongside Manus, or at least they're not like, we haven't seen any like more conflict between them for now.
An era. A chance for her to remember her duty.
Oh damn, that's how would they do that?
An era? You helped her leave the Panopticon in the end. Where did she go?
What era? Oh, imagine we go back to like 1999. That would be so cool. If the storm brings us to 1999 specifically. Because that's when yeah, the first storm came, you know? Momentarily roused from his dream, the prisoner looks blankly for a moment before his gaze drifts back toward a distant illusion.
Southward.
South. Even more south of Antarctica. What? Well, I don't think Ushuaia is like exactly Antarctica, but
There,
even more south.
The no man's continent. Manus Vindictae is preparing to recreate the parable of the past and future.
Okay, so this is the ritual that they've been planning.
A glorious past and a glimmering future belonging to Arcanus. Dr. Doras is deeply connected to this particular parable.
Yeah, that's what Igor said, right? That Manus and him really needed her.
What exactly are the Manus planning to do in Antarctica? And why would Dr. Doras go there voluntarily?
I mean, Aleph kind of just told us that she can remember her duty. Information revealed stirs unease in the hearts of the investigators from the Foundation.
Mr. Aleph, when did Dr. Doras depart?
It was a day when both the clouds and sun were visible.
Mate, what are we saying, bro? Can we say, like, something more understandable?
A day when both the clouds and sun were visible. Could you be more specific?
For real, dude. Come on, buddy.
Specific? You mean the time of day?
Mate, that... Oh my god. His mind long ago lost any sense of time, a necessary exchange to make room for an infinite cosmos of words. He once again finds himself without an answer. Damn.
When both clouds and the sun were visible. Hey, Vertin, I think I know.
Is that the day Recoleta met Erd on the streets, right? Like 3 days ago?
It was 3 days ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Then Dr. Doras wasn't going to Komala on the day I met her.
Ah, yes, good catch. Yeah, so she was leaving, but she was asking for the direction of the prison, so I guess, I don't know, maybe she just wanted to walk the opposite direction or something? Well.
She was leaving. She was headed to Antarctica.
Oh.
It was cloudy that afternoon, with a brief spell of sunshine, just like Aleph described.
Right. But surely someone would have had to accompany Erd, right? It's like, they're just gonna let a blind woman travel to Antarctica alone. That's kinda crazy.
Then it hasn't been long since she left. Excellent news.
Splendid. Fantastic
3
news.
days. If we set off immediately, we might still catch up to her.
Perfect.
But based on the intel we gathered in Ushuaia, Manus Vindictae bombed the entire port 3 days ago.
Oh, that is true. So maybe they let Erd leave and then they bombed the port?
Clearly, they wanted to prevent any interference from the Foundation. It's unlikely we'll find any functioning ships there. I'll report the situation to the Buenos Aires branch. Timekeeper.
That's where
I'm
Regulus
afraid
is,
we'll
I
have
think.
to find another way to get there.
Surely we can take like a plane or a helicopter.
I have a boat.
Oh, thanks, dude. That's very convenient. Thanks, man. A small boat gifted by Manus Vindicte. During the past several storms, he has taken this boat, traveling to Antarctica at Manus Vindicte's invitation to evade the reversion.
Could you lend it
Fantastic.
to us? The situation's urgent, Mr. Aleph.
Honestly, I'm surprised we haven't been like doing any like measures to contain Mr. Aleph, considering what he's done. But you know whatever, bro. Arcanists are like, you know, they're I don't know, bro. What am I saying? He's not even an arcanist. Whatever. Okay. Hopefully we can take the boat. Okay, here we are in a secret dock in Ushuaia. Ushuaia, there's the boat. Beneath a decrepit lighthouse, a battered little boat bobs in sync with the waves. It is small and fragile, not the kind that seems capable of braving an icy sea.
This boat will automatically take you to McMurdo Port, the landing point Manus Vindicte established by the shores of the Ross Sea.
Damn, that's helpful. Seneto eyes the boat with skepticism, rightfully distrusting this advisor of Manus Vindicte.
This looks like Manus technology. Its arcane energy source is highly unstable. Timekeeper, I suggest we wait for support in Ushuaia.
But then we could lose Erd, and we want
I
Erd.
don't usually agree with Soneto, but I have to admit, I don't have much confidence that a boat this small can actually make it to Antarctica.
Bro, Aleph has literally used it like multiple times.
Mr. Aleph, do you know anything about Manus Vindicte's ritual? How far has it progressed?
The ritual could begin at any moment.
Damn.
I believe that's why they left Kamala.
3 days ago. Oh, snap.
Upon departure, one of their members, a woman named Grace, told me they would seal off the sea.
Okay, so why are you telling us to take the boat? Or maybe they meant seal the sea as in breaking the port, bombing the
If
port.
you wish to find Doris, you must follow the same path she took.
The distant drone of the raging waves fills their background like a repeating omen.
I see. Mr. Aleph, members of the Foundation branch will arrive soon to evaluate your condition. I hope you'll answer their questions with the same patience you showed us. Thank you. Soneto, let's go.
We're just leaving Recoleta and Aleph here, stranded on a flippin' snowy beach.
Yes, Timekeeper.
Alright, off we go, I guess. As always, Soneto keeps any mission irrelevant queries to herself. All as Aleph pointed out. The girls preparing to set sail turn to the young writer beside them.
Thank you for your assistance too, Recoleta. Perhaps you'll consider joining the...
A thunderous crash echoes from behind them, the sound of a collapsing building. Oh, the prison? Is that the prison?
It came from the Panopticon.
Yeah, the prison's falling apart. I'm not surprised. I am not surprised at all. Yeah, I'm surprised that it hasn't fallen earlier, to be honest. I thought they were escaping, you know, the prison, because it was going down, which is what was happening, but it didn't actually fall down. Oh, look at all the cracks and stuff. That was definitely not there before. But yeah. But now that we've known that Manus Vindicte has abandoned Ushuaia and all gone to Antarctica, I feel like there's no way that Garcia could be recruited by the Manus now then, because they've all left theoretically. There's a passage here. Its author unknown. A journey to and fro. I returned once more to Kamala prison. To me, this massive cage is no longer an inescapable labyrinth. When I left, the lady from Manus Vindicte did not stop me. Yet I could still feel her gaze, so sorrowful, so blurred, so cold. Never once shifting away from me. On the streets of Ushuaia, a girl pointed me back toward the prison. That severed thread tugged at my heart, and I knew with certainty that my mission lay here. If I were placed before fate, my life and death would seemingly follow a predetermined path to its destined end. And as I walk this path, I must carry not even a shred of hesitation. It is time to speak with Aleph, the one who answers all questions. Wait. So did she actually come back to the prison 3 days ago and then left again? Oh, I don't know, man. This is confusing me. Because she says she returns once more. Maybe she just came back for a brief visit and Aleph didn't know that he didn't know that Erd left once more beforehand. I don't know. Regardless, she left 3 days ago, and that is confirmed. Alright, back on the dock. In the place of my ashes. Whose ashes are we talking about here? Let's not have people dying out here, okay? Although the prison did completely collapse just now. Oh, the prison's on fire. That doesn't make sense. Where's the fire coming from? Blazing flames reflect in their eyes, just like the name of this island might suggest. A winter night stands sentinel over a great conflagration as every brick of Kamala prison crumbles and falls. Is everyone inside cooked? Like, do they have a way out? I know Garcia went back to his flippin' exhibit.
With Aleph's control gone, Kamala is collapsing. The inmates aren't even real criminals, are they? And they're still in there with no clue that they're no longer being watched from the central tower. We have to go tell them. We have to get them to safety.
Alright.
Yes, we should help them get out. At least until support arrives.
Good idea.
But the Manus ritual.
Oh, we're gonna have to make a tough choice, Virgin. The battered bow sways within their sight.
Don't worry. I'll go alone.
Alone?
Huh?
You should hurry. When this is all over, I'll write to you, my dear friend.
You don't even know our address.
During this journey together, our teamwork has been impeccable. So, you can trust me to do this.
Okay, Recoleta, good luck. But that's gonna leave Aleph all alone though. And, you know, he kinda needs his condition evaluated by the Foundation.
I'm not doing it just to help you or the organization you represent. I'm doing it because the inmates are my friends.
Okay, Recoleta, respectable. But then again, I guess Aleph isn't really roaming around like a madman trying to like kill people, I guess. So I guess it wouldn't hurt to just leave him alone. Although I am slightly worried, but
okay.
Whatever.
I trust you. Take care of yourself, Recoleta.
Take care.
But if the storm truly is imminent, as Dr. Merlin said, then, Miss Recoleta, you...
Sinetto, more familiar than anyone with the Foundation's exhaustive regulations, has no ready answer. She knows that in this era, before those arcanists who remain ignorant of the truth, she must watch her words.
I don't quite understand what this storm is all about. But don't worry. A brand new adventure is the best thing that can happen to a writer.
You go, girl.
And I doubt
that's
it'll
right.
surpass the epic adventures we've shared over the past couple of days. I'm going to write everything, including the two of you, into my new novel.
Okay, we're writing a new novel.
Then
Fantastic.
I'd like to be the first to read this new novel, if that's alright.
Of course. Listen, I believe literature is like an endless, timeless river. So we'll meet again someday, somewhere. Probably in someone else's story. Who knows?
Okay, Recoleta, that's a promise. She takes one last look at her new friends, feeling a longing, as if they had known each other for decades. Then, without a backward glance, the girl sprints back to the burning ruins of the prison.
Adios, mis queridos amigos.
Adios. Oh, hello. Let's save everyone. I like this music. Mate, everything's on fire, dude. Everyone escape. Oh, there she is. I feel like Girly needs a backpack to carry her book. It's a bit annoying to have to carry that book everywhere. Oh, that's his exhibit, right? That's Octavia. I don't know who that is. This is Garcia. Guys, things are on fire, guys. Can we? Why are we dancing? Guys. All the visitors depart one after another. Amid the distant echo of singing, the creator of this prison stares into the fire as it burns. Okay, so I feel like all the prisoners are kind of dead, and that's not great, to be honest. That's just not great. Yeah. It is kind of crazy that they were all dancing. Maybe they were just accepting their final fate as the final die was cast. And, you know, this is the ending that they accepted, that fate bestowed upon them, I don't know. But, damn, that is crazy. The moment holds for a time until a breathless jaguar appears at the dock's edge, staring at the human before her with uncertainty. Oh, hello, jailer.
Dr. Merlin. You're Dr. Merlin, right? I finally found you. What on earth happened in the central tower? Right after I left, the whole Panopticon started collapsing. The tower's in ruin. I've been looking for you everywhere. Please, sir, come with me. It isn't safe.
That won't be necessary. The snow is still falling, yet everything in the labyrinth has already gone up in flames. Fortune, fate, karma. They're nothing but a ridiculous joke. It's over, Jaguar. You have lost your memories, your identity, your name, and now your title. You are no longer a jailer trapped in the Panopticon.
I don't get it, Dr. Merlin. What are you talking about?
Is this the jailer breakdown that, the jailer meltdown that Recoleta foreshadowed like last episode? The jailer takes a step back, her predator instincts sensing the danger in the words to come. The damage may not be physical, but it threatens to shatter what little faith she has left to hold on to, and the life she has always known.
I'm going back to Komala. Order must be maintained. The prisoners mustn't be allowed to escape. Please take care, Dr. Merlin.
We're just here to have a terrible time. We hate happiness out here. Nerves torn between panic and hesitation, the jailer at last turns toward the searing flames.
Hey, you! Don't run off like that. It's dangerous.
Okay, so they're not dead yet. No one heeds her cries. Are they all escaping? One prisoner after another flees in terror, escaping the crumbling labyrinth. Okay, so no one's dead. Okay, that's fantastic.
Deserts. It's stars.
We dream on death's
The jailer drifts through the raging scene, unable to steer a sensible course. At last, she pins down a frail and powerless prisoner beneath her weight.
Stop! Get off me! Let me go!
Oh, Roberta.
Are you blind? The Panopticon is falling apart!
It's you, Roberta.
It is her. The jailer recognizes the prisoner under her grip. Roberta, a kind and quiet prisoner, always well behaved, now panicked and desperate to escape.
They are all mad! I knew it! They've been insane from the start! The whole place is burning to the ground and they still won't leave! They're still talking and talking about things that no one cares about!
Oh, okay, so there is like a subgroup of people still like dancing and stuff, right? Like we saw? Okay, okay, sure.
I can't help them. I never understood what they were talking about. The rhythms, the factions, the ideologies. Yes, the people were nice. The idealists too, but I've had enough of this prison. I've had enough of the Panopticon.
She collapses onto the ground, sobbing.
I never should have joined these movements. It was all meaningless from the beginning.
Uh-oh, we're crashing out.
I want to leave this place. Go to Spain or France. Anywhere but here. I want to go back to Magdalena.
The jaguar releases her grip. Without a backward glance, Roberta leaves. The jailer steps back into the circular structure she knows as her only hope. Her only home, sorry. And we're singing again. Oh, the guys are still dancing around here in the flames. Under the night sky, she sees Kamala Prison glowing like a brilliant bonfire. Oh, and they're still dancing over there. And we're flashing back to 3 days ago. Sure, no problem. No problem.
But how does literature make you feel?
I mean, half the prison's dead, but no one cares, am I right? Like, let's just brush past that, of course.
As though I'm a kid looking through a kaleidoscope for the first time. Well, maybe that's not the best way to put it. Perhaps something a little more subtle.
Okay, we've seen this little exchange before. Is there any new information? The young writer drowns in the vortex of words as a blind woman walks away. Yeah, we're gonna see more. Like her approaching the port. She walks silently toward Kalmala prison, arriving at the dock hidden between the cliffs and reefs. There, the prisoner who answers all questions awaits her arrival.
A ship sailing to an unfamiliar land.
Wait, how did the ship come back?
A parable of the past and future. An era that once existed and is yet to come.
Yeah? 1999 maybe?
Is this the answer you've provided, Mr. Aleph?
No, Erd. You will have to find this answer yourself. No one can help you with this. No one.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Aleph. I will remember what you've told me.
Fantastic. So the Platonic year. I'm sorry, but I can't look at Zeneto's like high collar, seriously. It looks ridiculous. Rolls out new right and wrong. Oh, it's a new day. No, rolls in the old instead. Okay. All men are dancers and their tread. Goes to the barbarous clangor of a gong. Oh, here's Erd in the background here. WB Yeats 1919. Alright. Shout out. The end. Alright, and that wraps up chapter 9. Fantastic. We've got a little trace to wrap it all up with a little listening. Okay, that's perfect. But yeah, I guess that's the end of Kamala Prison. That's it for the Panopticon. Like I'd say probably like maybe at least 50% of the prison population kind of died in there, but yeah, that's very unfortunate. Of course, Recoleta went back to try and help Miss Jailer. Went back and to try and help, but it's too late. And at the end, Miss Jailer was just watching the Panopticon burn to ashes as it all unfolded. And of course, we've got Vertin and Sineto heading off to Antarctica, to whatever's to come. And I guess that'll be chapter 10. Let's listen to this. In 1991, information moved at lightning speed thanks to technological advancement. Santos! Hello, Santos. Why are you here? The Admiral sent me to deliver the latest updates. Ha! I think Igor has misunderstood something. Just because we're both here doesn't mean the Apostles Brotherhood and Xeno are obliged to work together. Mr. Santos, you know the preacher said it before. Each and every one of us is their subject. Why don't you just tell me what Igor has really sent you here for? Xeno's intelligence officers intercepted a message from the Foundation's Buenos Aires branch. How typical of Xeno to do something like that. The message states that a fleet from the Foundation, including a battleship and a destroyer, has departed from the north and is heading south. Okay, but this is like some more heavy-duty stuff, and not the one Vertin and Sonetta was on. So I don't know, maybe they could have flipped past these, them detecting the ship, I don't know. So you're telling me those gray and white checkers are actually sending a fleet? The General wants you to speed up the transport of personnel and supplies, and to weaken the manpower of the Foundation's Buenos Aires branch as much as possible, okay? Let's make this perfectly clear. I do not answer to him. But for the preacher and for them, I will fulfill my duty. Tell your Admiral that he doesn't need to worry about anything else. We'll prepare a proper welcome for the Foundation's feeble little fleet. Oh damn. We're gonna have a naval battle or something? I don't know. But yeah, that's it. That wraps up chapter 9. Insane realizations with, as I said, about the prison burning down to ashes. That was crazy. And of course we got Recoleta being told by Aleph that she was basically a reincarnation of someone who previously existed in a storm from 1975, I believe, just before the fourth storm, which is crazy and explains a few things about her belief in visceral realism and how people around her react to it. But yeah, what a discovery this we've discovered. What am I saying? Yeah, what a good chapter. Very awesome chapter. We learned a bit more about Aleph, you know, and what he's been doing in the prison. He's been manifesting, you know, everything with the Tear of Kamala, which I believe lost all of its power at the end. So hopefully that won't be plaguing us anymore. But yeah, yeah, everything's been wrapped up here at Kamala, and well, I wonder if we'll see any of the prisoners in the future. Oh yeah, and Diggers was in this prison, so don't know if he escapes or not. Who knows? But yeah, that is all. Next time, we will not be doing chapter 10 just yet. I will be checking out 2.4 because it'll be a hot second before the rerun comes around. So yeah, I'm gonna react to that on YouTube, and you know, if you want to check it out, you can. Yeah, that will be what I'll be doing next, and after that, chapter 10, and we'll be like fully caught up, kind of. So yeah, that'll be very exciting. That'll be very exciting. But yeah, that's all. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.